to the channel. The pros are back in my backyard again for stage 19 of the Tour de France, so I'm going to saddle up, drop down Col de Liseran to Bourg Saint-Maurice, and then take a well-known route for me up the Cormet de Roselend to the top of the KOM and have a look at what they got to offer today. Last time I did this was back in early May, but the snow was still a few metres deep at the top of the KOM segment, so it halted progress there. This time I plan to do the climb, pop over the top where all the crowds will be, and then down to the chapel, Roselend, which is right next to a restaurant that I know of, which gives me a nice view as the pros come around from the opposite direction. And hopefully I can catch them in time to see them all go past. Apologies for the lightning quick upload today. All day in the Côte d'Azur last week or so, maybe perhaps I can get the Insta360 before my upcoming trip to the Dordogne, if I take a bike to that one, that is. On the ascent I made a reasonably good fist of it, teaming up with a couple of Slovenians that are pictured here that climbed up with me from Bourg Saint-Maurice. They had slightly better pace, so reeled me in within the first 5 or 6k of the climb. Climbed with them for a little while, had a chat about the obvious, Tadej, and then they left me and carried on up. Strava confirms that I bettered my last effort, which was 1 hour 25 and 37 seconds. For what's described as number 68 on the greatest Tour de France climbs of all time, 19.1 kilometres at 6.1% average gradient, over 1,160 metres of elevation. My effort this time, 1 hour 19 and 38 seconds, which puts me in the top 15% this year, or the top 18% of all time, which is fine. Then it's a bit slower down through the crowds, the amazing crowds, all of their vans and signs and cheering and everything else, words of encouragement to anyone who's going past on 2 wheels, down to the restaurant where I sit in the company of half a dozen motorcycle cops and have my glorious lunch, which is also pictured, before I think it was Roglic came through in his trio as the first ones passed, and then the GC bunch about a minute and a half behind them. This, I decided, was the perfect point of view, them all going past. Not so many crowds, really. I mean, a nice jovial bunch, but plenty of room to see and breathe, and certainly better than 2k up the road where they were setting off flares, I noticed on the TNT coverage later that evening. And after that, it was up the shorter climb to the top of the KOM in the direction that the race had taken, before a very wet descent with the support cars and all the fellow spectators and other cyclists down to Bourg Saint-Maurice. Although Strava confirmed still managed to hit 71 kilometres an hour at certain points on that descent. So that's it, short and sweet. Come along next time and I promise you a much longer upload. Until then,